What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's Talk Jets Radio. Probably got our shirts in. We broadcast live Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, Friday nights at 8 o'clock. Friday is the preview show. We want to thank all the callers. I mean, this show's been awesome. We really appreciate the follows. We appreciate you guys watching these videos, too. We didn't really know what to expect from them, and we're having fun with it. So, Jets-Cowboys, a game that a lot of Jet fans are very optimistic about, especially because of the return of Sam Darnold. It's going to be interesting. The stadium environment is going to be interesting because there'll be a ton of Cowboy fans there. There'll be a lot of pressure on this team to start out fast. If they do not start out fast and they drop down early, 7-0, 10-0, the crowd could probably turn on them. Looking at the offense, the return of Sam is huge because now we have an NFL offense. I would love to know why the Jets have still not signed a backup quarterback. Feeling comfortable with Luke Falk is an embarrassment, but that's the Jets, so that's what they do. Sam is going to be rusty. I'm sure Sam is going to be nervous to take a couple hits. It is up to Adam Gase to get him involved early. Quick passes, maybe just screens, quick slants, 3-second drops. Get him acclimated to the offense. Get rid of some of his nerves. Try to get rid of some of the rust. An ultra-conservative game plan of run, third and long pass is not ideal. If you get conservative, the Cowboys may just stack the box and say, you know what, we're going to dare Sam to beat us, and try to stop Le'Veon Bell, who has been the focus of this offense. So for Sam, don't force anything and try to stay safe behind this offensive line, which is probably the biggest story of this game. The New York Jets offensive line has been one of the worst in football for the last 3 weeks. Osemele is out. Alex Lewis has played okay. If Chuma plays at right tackle, it's a nightmare. He was awful last week. So Adam Gase is out of excuses. I'm tired of hearing about good weeks of practice. I'm tired of hearing about we're changing things around. Find your five best guys, coach them up, and have a smart game plan. You cannot afford to get Sam Darnold hurt or getting happy feet or running for his life. It's inexcusable. This is the NFL. No more excuses with this. So put together a sound offensive line, clear up your communication. If you have to go jumbo package at times, go for it. If you got to put running backs in the backfield, do that. Roll Sam out of the pocket. There's a lot of things you can do to get him comfortable and to protect him. The offensive line is an enormous concern, especially when you look at the pass rushers and speed the Cowboys have on defense. DeMarcus Lawrence, Robert Quinn. I'm an enormous Jalen Smith fan just because of Notre Dame, but his story of coming back from that injury, how fast he plays, Van Der Esch plays. I mean, the Cowboys are going to be very aggressive, and they have a legitimate pass rush. And if the Jets offensive line and Adam Gase doesn't have their act together, it could be a long day for the offense and Sam Darnold. Running backs, you want to see, obviously, Le'Veon Bell get his carries, but you got to start working in Montgomery and Powell. Ty Montgomery is a very versatile weapon. As a running back, a receiver, you can spread him out, you can move him around. You got to use him more. You got to get Robbie Anderson involved more. Obviously, the deep pass can stretch the field. Jamison Crowder, who caught a gazillion passes week 1, get him active in the slot. There's a lot of ways you can use these weapons. The Jets are not void of weapons. They're not void of talent. I mean, everybody's going to tell you this. It's not true. A lot of teams are doing more with less. So you have Anderson, Crowder, you have Berrios, you have Demaryius Thomas, who I don't really like. You have plenty of talent. Chris Herndon's not back, which is disappointing, but Ryan Griffin's a capable tight end. Get him involved. You got to find ways to offset the pass rush. It's crucial. So on offense, there's some opportunities there, but to me, it's the offensive line. I still have concerns, and Sam being rusty and my lack of faith in Adam Gase makes the Jets' offense a bit concerning for me. Defensively, the Jets have their hands full, and there's a couple of reasons why. Obviously, with Mosley out, that sucks. Henry Anderson out, that sucks. The Jets' defensive front has got to be stout and aggressive and shut down Ezekiel Elliott. Know that you cannot let him establish any kind of momentum because not only will he wear you out, he will blow you out. You can't arm tackle. You got to get him to the ground. You got to contain Dak Prescott in the pocket. That's the first challenge, which is a big challenge for Leonard Williams, who's done absolutely nothing this year. Saved me the whole double team nonsense. Quinnen Williams coming back. Hopefully to see more out of the rookie. You need more out of Steve McClendon, Basham. Getting back Brandon Copeland and Jordan Jenkins is big, especially Jordan Jenkins because he's he sets the edge well. He's good against the run. Here's where the biggest problem could be if they say they slow down Ezekiel Elliott is how are they going to stop Amari Cooper? Nate Hairston is hurt, banged up, so we're not sure if he could play. And Tremaine Johnson couldn't cover Nelson Aguilar. So you have Amari Cooper, you have Tavon Austin, who's a secret weapon there. You got Randall Cobb, who's banged up. And you got Michael Gallup, I believe. Is that? Yeah, I'm losing my notes here. Michael Gallup, too. The Cowboys have a tremendous amount of speed. Jason Witten's a little bit old, but he can still catch 4 or 5 passes, and the Jets can't cover tight ends. And then you have Ezekiel Elliott out of the backfield, who's impressed me with his hands. He made a couple catches last week where it was just ridiculous. So it's a lot of speed, and the Jets lack speed in the secondary. Darryl Roberts is not a speedster. Brian Poole's played very well, but the number one guy, Tremaine Johnson's been dreadful. If Aguilar beat him, John Brown beat him, everybody's pretty much beating him. What is Amari Cooper going to do? So it could be an enormous day for Amari Cooper. If the Jets start doubling him, will somebody else get open? You may see more aggressive play out of Marcus May, but there is just some matchups here that I just don't like. So while I'm optimistic that the Jets will play a lot better because they have Sam back and the team is more inspired and more confident, there are some legitimate matchups that have to be completely alarming. The Dallas pass rush against a horrible offensive line, the uncertainty of Adam Gase's play calling, and defensively, what can Tremaine Johnson do? Can this defensive line generate any kind of pass rush to make Dak Prescott just scramble a little bit, make him erratic? He's prone to throw bad passes. He's prone to throw interceptions. But can you get that pass rush to make him do that? That, remains to be seen. So while a lot of Jet fans are predicting victory and turning the season around and everything else, I'd love to see it. I'd love to be wrong. I just don't see that happening this Sunday. I think it'd be a better game, a competitive game. But at the end of the day, I honestly don't see the Jets winning this. I wish I did, but in terms of matchups and in my gut, which is big, I don't see it. So I'm taking the Cowboys like 28-13, somewhere in that range. Hopefully it's a competitive game into the fourth quarter. We haven't even talked about special teams where the Jets kicker is completely unproven, which will be another story for another day. Trenton Cannon's out, so we'll see what happens with that. But hope you guys enjoy the videos. I know this is kind of quick. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So we're live Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, hopefully talking a Jets victory. Trust me, I want to be wrong, and we'll talk to you then.